Now, this particular office is identified in terms of candidacy with a political party, Republican, and a Democrat's going to face off in November of this year. What part, from each of your perspectives, again beginning with you, candidate Mungo, what role does politics play in being a county commissioner?
What part does it play, or what part should it play?
Address.
The reality is, it shouldn't play. It shouldn't make a difference at all.
Right.
Unfortunately, if you want to get elected in any office, you have to pick a D or an R. I've said this many times. I think that one of the best ways to fix a lot of problems in our country is to erase all the D's and R's on the ballots. And the voter has their duty and the responsibility to learn about the candidates, which is why this is nice also. And get to know the candidate, know who they're voting for, not just picking based on a D or an R. So, and what I've learned in Stark County is that there are politics in Stark County. At a commissioner level race, there shouldn't be a whole lot of politics, and I don't think there's that many politics affecting this. But it's still a political race, and we're both have to talk to the chairman of the political party and the other people involved in the party, and they influence people, and so there's politics that does happen, does occur. Reality is, it really shouldn't make that big of a difference, particularly at a county level race. But
now at the township level, I think the law of Ohio is township races are nonpartisan.
Yes, they are.
So this will be new territory
Yes.
for you, candidate Smith. You feel comfortable with being identified? Because people are going to look, and I hear it all the time, writing the Stark County Political Report, that the commissioners are being political, either R or D. And of course, right now, we have two Republicans with Commissioner Creighton and Commissioner Reagan, and then I consider him a nominal Democrat, but the appointee, David Bridenstine, is a Democrat. And people out there in the general public know that and play to that. So how are you going to handle that where you are now? You can say, hey, I'm a nonpartisan trustee, but now you're elected, if you get elected in November, as a Republican commissioner. How does that play with you?
Well, as a trustee, you are nonpartisan, but there are some people that will remind you you're not, what your affiliation is. So, and that's okay if they want to. At that level, and I believe even, and I agree a lot with Dave there, at that level, even at the county, it's getting the job done. And so I'm not sure you really ever vote on the issues that are really party-oriented issues. You're pretty much just taking care of the grassroots of the county, let alone, and as I do the township. I understand that there will be some people that they straight line party, but I'll tell you what, there's a lot of people out there in Stark County, and I mean the majority of them, as you look at the voter polls, that are nonpartisan, and they really just want the best candidate in there. And I think with the federal politics that are going on, and sometimes at the state level, but really the federal, what we've been seeing going on, I think really brings it to light. I'm hearing more and more and more, and you probably have too. You know what? It doesn't matter. I just want the right person in there. And they're tired of the nonsense. They just want the right person. So, it's a system that we live in. It's a system we live by. And, that's fine. I mean, that's how we have to do it. But, one thing that I can tell you this, for 14 years, any help that has been asked for, anything that goes on at the township, a problem, I never ask, are you D, are you an R, before I help them. I've never asked it. I've never even thought it. You're there to help. So, so I guess from our side going out, at least for me, I've never looked at it that way. If others look at it, that's fine. That's part of the way this whole thing is run. So.
Your motto is going to be, you're going to be not looking to your Republican ID as some kind of a basis to make county decisions.
Make decisions that are best for the county and the taxpayers.